Well, good morning, stamping friends. Happy Tuesday to you all. Thank you so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. My name is Lorri Heiling, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Well, it sure feels good to be home. How did you guys do over the weekend? I hope you had a nice, relaxing time with family or friends, and we sure did. It just feels so good to be home because we have been traveling nonstop for the longest time, and now I'm gearing up for 3 more trips this month. So needless to say, when I have any downtime, I'm in my room just kind of designing and crafting and getting ready for what's ahead with the holiday season here. Well, as you know, this is an exciting time in the Stampin' Up! World because we have a brand new catalog filled with holiday products, and we have a celebration going on. For every $50 that you spend, you can get free products. Who does not like free? Oh my goodness. So, and I'm going to share a little bit of an update on the Cozy Craft Retreat, and also I'm going to share with you a Halloween project. Once that catalog, or once the calendar turns to July 1st, I'm in full speed ahead for the holidays and, you know, with fall and Halloween and Christmas around the corner. So let's get started today. Let me start first by showing you the catalog. We can finally show you the inside, and oh my goodness, it is packed, filled with things that are so beautiful. And I have been playing a lot with these new products because I have a Cozy Craft Retreat coming up, which I'll tell you a little bit more about. But I wanted to point out the paper we're going to use in today's Make and Take project. It's on the very back page, and this is actually a pack that you can only get if you have an order over $150, or maybe you want to gather some of your friends' orders with you and get it up to that point, because this pad of paper, you get 48 12 by 12 sheets, and there's pretty much every holiday in there. I think the only one they're missing is Groundhog's Day. Just kidding. But anyway, you're going to get 4 of each pattern. And it's just oodles of paper. And so if you decide you want to gather a couple of friends and order, you guys can split this easily, and then it won't be as much for one person. Or maybe you find enough in the catalog and you can support your own order and just claim all those yourself. But we're going to use one of these that is a really cute Halloween pattern. But make sure you have one of these in your hands. If you don't have one, I give these free to anyone who orders $50 or more from me in the last 6 months. And if you still need one and you're not in that category, let me know and I'll explain how we can get this catalog to you. The other catalog we have is Celebration, and this is the free stuff. It's way more fun to pick out things when it's free, right? So this one is super popular. In fact, if you're signed up for my Cozy Craft Retreat, you are going to be getting the hippest hippos already. Isn't that cute? Oh, there's been some really cute projects on Pinterest already. They also have coordinating dies, and you only have to spend $50 to get this. So if you're wondering what to get, if you are going to the retreat, make sure you nab these too, because this is going to make it a lot easier to work with and being able to cut these out. Plus, look at all the fun little extras that you get with that. Then we have some really pretty designer series paper called Rings of Love, and these tree rings are really popular, and it puts kind of the divots in the ring of the tree. Then this one, oh my goodness, cards really come together fast and easy, and it's so pretty. It's very light and muted, and it's soft seafoam and Pool Party are the colors. Then this is Stylish Sketches, which is a really cute stamp set, and it has just kind of like penciled sketches there. Excuse me. The next one is Silver and Gold 6x6 paper, and they're very nice prints. You know me, stripes and polka dots, those are my thing, so that's going to be fun. Plus, you can use those on holiday cards because they shimmer. This stamp set is really nice. I've been playing with this one a lot as well. These sentiments are really tall, and so they kind of take up a lot of room, which is nice. You don't have to work as hard on the card. And then they have little sentiments that go along with that. That one is a $100 purchase to get that one. That one's valued a little bit higher. Now this one is also a $100 one, and look at, oh, I love Camper Anything, so I'm gonna have fun with that one as well, and they're all dies that go together. It also coordinates with Trees for Sale stamp set, and this is found on page 39 in the mini catalog. Let me just quick show you what that looks like and what it coordinates with. You can see a little corner of it here, but this is what it looks like, and do you see how it coordinates with this? You set them side by side, but those two will work well together. Whoops, that one. All right, then the next one we have is Wonderful World stamp set, and also coordinating designer series paper for all you floral people out there. Nice colors and really cute projects that you could case here. Then the last one is if you host a workshop, or again, your order's over $150, then you are going to get this for free. It's Perfect Pomegranate. It's really a cute stamp set. And so anyway, that's what the Celebration products are all about. Then on the last page, this one is amazing. Let me show you a picture that shows it a little bit closer up. Do you see this? Oh gosh, I guess I don't know which one you can see better, but there's a nice little stamp set called Making Plans, and it coordinates with this planner. There's lots of pages. There's 3 extra journal notebooks, and it's just really a popular item nowadays. You know, planners are so in now, and so this is really a nice way to just keep up with your schedule, and there's a lot of blanks to fill in. I just got mine. I haven't torn it apart and dug into it yet, but I just wanted to at least show you. Now, the way that you can get this is if you just sign up to be a discount shopper. What that means is you will get a discount on all of your orders. It doesn't mean you have to do what I'm doing and do YouTube videos or FaceTime lives or classes in your home. It just means that every order you put in, you'll get 20% off starting for your discount. And for the starter kit, it only costs $99, but you get to choose $125 in product. And so you really get a value right off the bat. And then there's also free shipping on that. So please let me know if you're interested in that, and I'll give you a little more information on that. And I would just love to have you join my team. We sure have a lot of fun, and it's a great community of gals and guys. So just please let me know if you're interested in that. Couple more commercials here. Cozy Craft Retreat. Time is winding down for the RSVP deadline. The deadline is July 15th, and I already advertised we're sold out, but what happened is 2 gals that meant to sign up for the kit actually signed up to come here. I wondered because they're people that I didn't know as well, and they're coming out of state really far away. So I quick emailed them and I said, "No, you meant for in person, right? I can't wait to meet you." And they said, "Oh my goodness, I meant to do it for the kit." So that's why we have 2 more spots here. And so it's going to be first come, first serve. But the deadline for everything is July 15th. We still have plenty of kits yet. We didn't really put a cap on that, and so but we do have July 15th as the deadline because we need to start working on things. And as you know, my niche is I like to do a personalized thing, so I need to know everyone who's really going to be there, who's getting a kit, and what their names are so that I can move forward on that. All right, so this is really fun. It's our 7th annual. And then the other one that is winding down is the Sweet Songbirds class to go. This has been popular. Thank you for those of you who already signed up, and you're going to get some nice products in this class. We have lots of in color things, which is the designer series paper, the baker's twine, the decorative matte dots, and also a pack of dimensionals. And that way, if you already own the Sweet Songbirds bundle, you can still get in on this class because this is an optional add-on along with the Stylish Shapes dies, which we are going to be using, and the in color ink pads. So you definitely need this to complete the projects. You will get 5 make and takes. I will send those in the mail, and also, I'll email you the PDF after the class closes, and you're just really going to enjoy this class. I already showed you a sneak peek of one of the projects that we're making, so if you want to see that, it's on a previous video. It's the little bird in the birdhouse. So I don't have that right by me otherwise. Well, let me grab it quick. Here's the little one that I gave a sneak preview to. Isn't that cute? It stands up like an easel here, and then you can flip it up and write your sentiment in. So you're going to get the pattern for this. This will already be cut out for you, but if you want to create more, I'll have the dimensions and a little pattern that you can use, and that will help you cut these out. All right, I am ready to share with you the make and take today. Like I said, once I turn the calendar page, I am full speed ahead for Halloween. So I'm even going to take the time to show you where we cut because we're making a little bit intricate cuts today. So I'm going to first give you the dimensions of everything that you'll need. So feel free to stamp along with me, and I'll try to go a little bit slower so you can keep up. We're going to start with a basic black card base, and this is 8.5 by 5.5, and then I scored it in half on the long side at 4 1/4. Then we're going to take some of that yummy designer series paper and cut it to 3 1/4 by 4. Isn't that a cute print for Halloween? Then we need, this is just black scrap. Doesn't really matter what size. Well, it does because it's going to fit a die, but you know, just in your scrap. And another piece of scrap here. This is crushed curry. This is another scrap of basic white. And then this one you will need to measure. This is 4 by 2. All right, so that's all the cut pieces that we need, and just maybe we'll use a little more scraps for some of the little embellishments that are going to be cut out. So now I want to show you how we're going to cut out this black paper. So grab your Stampin' Trimmer, and remember I already scored it in half there. Now what I want you to do is put this in the trimmer and put it at 2 1/4. So look up at the top, or if you like to do it at the bottom, but I'm just used to doing it at the top. Make sure you have your cutting blade and not the scoring blade. I leave my scoring blade up there. And I want to show you something. I hope you can see this, but do you see on the the blade side, these little lines on either side there, that's where the blade, like if you stop where that line is, that's where the cut is going to stop. So I'll show you why that's important. So put this at 2 1/4, and we are going to score up here, and we are going to watch for this line to hit that score line, and just kind of watch here and make that line line up with the score line. I usually stop just a little bit before that. Now we're going to lift this up and turn your paper 90 degrees and go at 4 1/4. This will make the track right on that score line, and we're going to cut this corner of the paper off. So just go from the bottom, and we're going to stop where that cut is. So I make my way up, and then how I can tell when I hit it is I start pulling on this corner, and when it pulls freely, that means I hit the area where it needed to. So that's all for that. Oh, I bet that's where I got my scrap piece from there. We'll use that later. All right, that's it for that part. Now, the next part I'm going to show you is we are going to emboss just this flap. So first we want to fold this on the score line so we know where this line is. Use your bone folder too. This is a must-have tool. It makes your creases really sharp and lie flat. Now we're going to emboss just this piece, and I'm going to show you a little trick here. I started writing the names of these on the bottom because there's so many of them that I can't always remember what the names of them are. But this is called Stripes and Splatters. There's another one that's the same size as this that has splatter marks. It looks like you spilled coffee. It's really a cute set, kind of a contemporary print, but it's really nice as well. The item number for this is 157980. This will actually fit in the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, but we are going to use the larger one because I need to put it in this card, and this card is too wide for that little Boss machine, so that's why we're going to use the big one. Now, I'm a little bit OCD. For some reason, I prefer my stripes up and down rather than diagonal, rather than horizontal. So it would be pretty simple to do it horizontal. You only have to run through twice. But whoopsie, my host code, which I'll tell you about later again. But for this one, because it's not wide enough for this, we have to go through this twice. So what you're going to do is put this at the bottom and then put it in as far as this score line is right here, okay? So about right there. Then you want to fold this piece back, and that's how you're going to not emboss the back, because we only want the front done. So let me straighten this out a little bit. There we go. And then over as far as you can go. And now let me grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And for this one, all we're going to need is the plate that's the gray one that's in the catalog. And always try to run it through, with the hinge side towards the machine first. Have the best luck with that. Sometimes we can't do it that way. I think on the next run we can't, but for the first one. All right, run it through. You only need really to do it once, but I don't have a lot of room on the back side of here, so I'm gonna pull it back this way. All right, now you can see it embossed that one side of it like that. Now we need to get this other side. So what we're gonna do is put it in here again and go down to the bottom and just kind of try to place it where it's not embossed. I think about right there. And this time we are going to have to turn it this way so the whole thing fits in. Obviously it's not all going to fit in that way. It's going to bend your paper. So now we have to turn it this way, and we're just trying to get that tiny little piece on the end. You could go the other way and just do one run if you want a horizontal line. But like I said, for some reason my brain says stripes go up and down. There we go. See how that's done? All right. Then while I have I call this my big boss. While I have my big boss out, I'm going to do a little more die cutting for you so I can show you this really cool die we have for Halloween. This is called, it's a bundle like this called Scary Silhouettes, and it goes with Scary Cute. And the reason I love this one is mainly because of the dies. In fact, the first round I just bought the dies, and then I thought, oh my gosh, I need these sentiments, because one of the other stamp sets that I got does not have Halloween sentiments. So then I thought I got to get this one as well. But I know I'm going to use this one for one of my Cozy Craft Retreat projects. So what we have in here is we're going to use these two dies, and these are really cool. You have to use both of them together though. And let me show you why. Let me grab that black. And what we're gonna do, I wonder if I can get by this way. Yep, save a little more paper. So you're gonna put this down and then this on top. And then try to make them, you know, centered and even, because it's gonna cut out both of these at the same time, and I'll show you what happens. Whoops, it moved a little bit. You know what you can do? Let me show you this too. Our little, I know you all know this, but I'll do it anyway just to show you. Our little washi tape trick. So I have a bin full of washi tape, and this is what it comes in handy for. If you can find the end of it. Sometimes that's the hardest part. Here we go. All right, so let's just rip off a couple pieces of this, and this will just hold it in place so it doesn't move around on your machine. Probably only need one, but I'll put two just for safe measure. All right, now let's cut that out. Whoopsie, I need one more plate under here. It's not thick enough. I need the one that builds it up a little bit here, and then this one, and then this one. All right, now we're ready. I'm gonna run that twice just to make sure. And then just take it apart. Doesn't matter if it rips the paper a little bit. Oh, this washi tape's really strong. Some of them aren't as strong and they won't rip your paper, but we don't need this center part that's gonna come out, so it doesn't matter. All the good parts are covered up, so that won't matter. And then this is what comes out. Now, do you see how that worked? Had we only done this one, it doesn't cut that outside edge. This is the outside edge one, that's why we need them both. Now, let me get these scraps off. You can use just a piece of cardstock to kind of be your scraper there. And this is trash. Okay, then we're gonna do one more piece, and this is gonna be the background to the piece that we just cut out here. So all we need is this one right here. All we need is one more background. Did I cut that? Move these out of the way. Do you see how well these are going to go together? They're going to match up perfectly. So isn't that nice? So it's really easy to use and you get a nice effect. All right, let me move this out of the way and let's get started on the card then. All right, let's grab our card front or our card base. I'm going to start by building on this, I think. And grab your silicone mat because we don't want to get glue on your table or whatever's underneath. So just use some liquid glue and just put a very light line of this. You don't have to fill it solid. Let me grab my safety pin. Sometimes it clogs up, but it's okay. You just have to stick a needle in there and get it going, and then you're fine. All right, we are ready. Very fine line. You could also use adhesive sheets if you want, and it'll turn into a sticker. That's fine. All right, now let's flip this over, and we want to line it up perfectly. We know it will because it's the same size. And this will coordinate nicely with that star paper that I chose because it's the same two colors. All right, there we have it. Now let's build on our card base. For this, what we're going to do is take our star paper, which again is 3 1/4 by 4, and just adhere this to the back of the card. Whoops, you know what? I think I want to, no, that's fine. I was going to say I should put the white on, but I think I cut them so they fit perfectly. And then the 2 by 4 basic white, and let's put that underneath that so that we can write on here and they can read it. Like that. Okay. Now we're going to add, we're eventually going to add a little bit more to the back, but I think I'll wait till the end on that. Now let's do the front of this. I think we can go ahead and stick this on because we're going to build something in here. But for now, this is going to be our card front. So grab your dimensionals and put 2 on the bottom here. And then 1 right smack in the middle on here, like that. You don't need 500 dimensionals. This amount of 3 will do the trick. And then just, we're going to kind of center it, but a little bit lower. Center it left and right, but we're going to make it a little bit lower than centered on the card, about like that. All right, now let's put the focal point in here. And we are going to grab, if you know me well, you do know that I love gnomes. I don't want to call myself a collector because I don't want a house full of gnomes, but I do seem to have a lot of holiday related gnomes. So those are just really fun for me. So the name of the stamp set is Kindest Gnomes. I know I'm kind of using a few different products here. Sometimes I try to do all my products using one, but sometimes you just have to mix and match. And the one I'm going to use for this project is this one here. However, I'm going to show you using this one as well. You tell me which one you like better. All right, so let's grab your basic white cardstock scrap and the gnome and Memento black. I'm going to put this on here. Sometimes I get ink on the back of it. Whoopsie, as I drop it on my lap. Oh my gosh, good thing it's washable and not permanent like stays on. All right. And there's dies that coordinate with this, which makes it really easy. All right, now we're just going to color this guy. And I am going to take the time so that you know what I'm using. We will start with, his hat is going to be light basic black. All right, now I'm going to die cut this little Nomi, and I will be right back. Here he is, and we're going to add one more thing to this. I'm going to grab my, my Wink of Stella, and we just need to put a little bit of shimmer on that little lantern he's holding on the yellow. So grab your, we have clear Wink of Stella, which just kind of makes it shimmery. I know it's a tiny little detail, but this is what makes cards stand apart from others, by just adding extra little details that aren't a lot of work. Okay, now we can go ahead and put him on the front of our card. What I wanted to show you is the two options. I have this guy, which you kind of need to choose the smallest gnome. If you have some of these taller, well, I'll show you. This next one is taller, but I turned this one into a cute little witch. I colored her face green, and that one's cute too. So whichever one you want. If you want it more Halloween-y looking, I would put this one on there. I need to add a wart on her nose though. Or I'm gonna just use this one for today. And let's put some couple dimensionals on the back and pop him up, because I like to have different layering and dimensions on my cards. And then there's just a couple more little embellishments I want to add and show you. So we'll put him right there. Isn't he cute? And now I'm going to take, in that one die set I showed you, which was called Scary Silhouettes, there was a little moon and there's some bats. So we're going to add a few more little details to this. Now the moon, I know this is teeny tiny, but I still want to pop it up. So what I'm going to do is just, this is why you don't throw the outside edge of your dimensionals. I use every little piece of this. So just cut on one of the edges and cut kind of a skinnier one. And then that way that will fit on the back of that little moon that we cut. And let's see which sticky side is here. So we'll put that on like this and take that back off. Oh, it's teeny tiny. And then we will stick this up, and it will kind of, at first I thought it would blend in too much, but you really can see it. And so we'll put the moon up here. Isn't that cute? Now these little bats. I think I'm going to add a teeny tiny one and put that on his hat somewhere. Let's see, let's put it towards the end of it, like he landed on his hat. That would be a scary thing, right? But sometimes with cards, you just got to add it for the effect, even though in real life, when you think about it, he probably would have swat or ran. Put him there, and you can see I kind of bent his wings back, and then we'll put a couple up in the trees. You can use a glue dot or liquid glue, but if you use liquid glue, you're gonna have to let it set a little bit. We'll put one up in here. Cute, cute, cute. We don't want to overkill though. Let's just put, well, you're supposed to do things in threes, so let's add one more. Abide by the rules. That's what decorators say. You got to do things in odd numbers, but where are we going to put this third one? If I can get my glue to come out. You know when you press really hard and all of a sudden half the bottle comes out? Have you ever done that? All right, let's go maybe up here. We'll put them in the tree. And you gotta kind of, whoops, no, I don't like it there. Let's go right here, then you can see him more. Okay, all right. It's hard to see that, but you can see the bats in there. Cute, cute, cute. All right, now there's only one thing left, which is the inside. I probably should have done this first because I might smash my bats, but I'm gonna grab the sentiment that says Halloween happiness, and that will look good in crushed curry to make everything coordinating. Now, the tricky part is trying to line this up when I'm sitting at an angle. All right, and then let's add a couple of bats to this as well. So we'll take our Memento Black and just ink this up and put a couple more on here. Well, I guess there's 3 there. That's all we need. All right, there you have it. There's our little Halloween card. Isn't that cute? Oh, I just love it. All right, well, that's the end of our Make and Takes today. I want to point out my host code up here. Remember, if you order from me and your order is over $35 and you use the host code, you will receive my 3 Creative You projects for that month. If you want to get in on July's, which I promise are going to be really fun and cute, you need to order by July 10th, and then you will get the 3 free project kits sent to you. I will also email you the PDF so you can assemble them. But remember, the order has to be over $35 and use the host code. Also, remember, it just pays for $15 more. You can bump it up to the $50 mark, and then you can get a free celebration. So there's kind of a double bonus there. Now, if you happen to order after July 10th, then it will roll over into August month, because I have to have a cutoff somewhere where I end one month and start the new. So July 10th, the 10th of the month is always the deadline for that month. And remember, my Sweet Songbirds class to go ends. The RSVP deadline is tomorrow, July 6th. And then I'll get working on those. And also 2 spots left in the in-person Cozy Craft Retreat and plenty of kits left. So email me if you are interested in either of those, and I will send you the link so you can get registered. My email is lorriheiling@gmail.com, and my name is spelled LORRIHEILING@gmail.com. Thank you again so much, and I will see you next week on Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. Arizona time. Thank you guys, and have a great week.